The acquisition of private land in Liberia. Private land may be acquired by purchase, donation, intestacy, gift, will, or adverse possession, provided that in all cases a valid acquisition of private land may be only by a person qualified to hold private land in Liberia. Acquisition of private land by purchase may be done through privately negotiated sale or at public sale done by auction, or judicial sale. The acquisition of private land by purchase. A person who meets eligibility requirements can own private land through purchase, sale, or auction from private land owners or the government for government or public land. The acquisition by purchase from owner of a private land. A private land may be acquired by purchase from the private land owner or owner's estate for any consideration and at any time. A purchase from a private land owner shall not be valid and enforceable unless register the land with the relevant agency of the government and maintain current records of such ownership and registration. Where the deed was executed by the legitimate owner, sale notice was published in a newspaper and posted in conspicuous places in the community where the land is located. The buyer obtains and retains documentary confirmation of the seller's ownership of the land. The seller provides documentary confirmation of payment of taxes, or the seller and buyer agree in writing that the buyer is responsible for all taxes due at the sale date. The transfer deed from the seller to the buyer is duly registered in keeping with the law. Acquisition by purchase from the state. Private land can be acquired by purchasing government or public land from the government, which requires compliance with Liberian laws and regulations, including the Public Procurement and Concession Act. Public land can be acquired as private land from the government only if it complies with the provisions of this Act, Public Procurement and Concession Acts, and other relevant laws. Acquisition by purchase from the community. Private land may be acquired by a community member of a defined portion of customary land as a residential area, provided that no community member should be deprived of a residential area. Except as provided above, no person shall purchase, hold, or permanently alienate any portion of customary land until after the expiration of 50 years as of the effective date of this Act. The purchase of customary land for use as private land shall be upon complying with the provision of this Act and any other regulations promulgated by the Liberia Land Authority governing the sale of customary land. Acquisition of private land by adverse possession. A person acquires ownership of private land by adverse possession where a person occupies private land without a valid title for 15 years without legal objections, claiming exclusive, notorious, and hostile use without a valid title. Individuals occupy private land under alleged title without owner recognition, occupying it for 15 years without legal objections. To defend against adverse possession, a private landowner must provide proof of regular tax payments for 15 years, along with the following requirements: where the claimant has cultivated or verified improved land, where the land has been protected by a fence or some substantial enclosure, and where the land, although not enclosed, has been used by the claimant for ordinary use. A message from Global Reach. Please smash the like and subscribe buttons on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube at Global Reach LR for more advocacy messages.